than those.
Oh,
Okay. Then, right now, here in the middle, the one for Jesus Christ, do you remember mountain that we saw from the faraway? Then it will be the same height, 173 meters. Then, this is the facade of the Nativity, the one that we see right now, a lot of extra decoration. At the other side, Passion and Death, really few decorations, and this one, the Glory facade. In the future, this one, it will be the main entrance, but today we are going to go in by here and out by here. Then, Gaudi, he started to work here in 1883. What he started with, it was the apse. You know that in the apse, we place the main altar, so obviously it's the most important place in our church. When he had the apse, then he started this facade. Then, when the tower on the left, it was complete. And the other three, you see that they are covered with a cloth. Then at the bottom of the cloth, they were done till there. The tree that it is in the middle, it was not even done. Okay? And then Gaudi died, which means that the majority of the outside, but definitely all the inside, it has been done after Gaudi's death. Do we follow Gaudi? Yes and no. Then, yes, because Gaudi said make it 18 towers, the 3 facades, the decoration more or less like that. But he was clever enough to know that in the future things they were going to be different than in his time. He was incredibly modern for his time, so obviously in the future even more. For example, all the part done by Gaudi, it was built as the Romans they did, stone on top of the stone, building up. Nowadays, by law, we must put wires of iron, concrete inside, concrete outside, and then we attach the beautiful stone. So the chimney that we saw, it's the inside of the tower of Our Lady. Later on it will be like the bricks that we saw at the bottom, then it will be all the decoration added on it. Then, on our left, totally on the left, and totally on the top, you see that there are 3 very big triangles. Then on the top of the one that you see on your left, it is like a glass. Then the priest in the mass, he drinks the wine, and the wine is done with grapes. So underneath there are grapes. The other one, it is the round bread. The bread is done with wheat, so underneath there are wheats. A bit down there are like baskets with round balls in color. Those balls, there are the fruits of the Mediterranean Sea, the ones that we suppose Jesus Christ was eating himself. Then, grapes, wheats, fruits, and the very top of the towers that you see in color, it is not ceramic as we saw in Badio House or in the Parkway. It's Murano glass. So it's the only luxury that the church has. Okay? Then, inside we are going to see that every column, it is like a tree. Then the trees, they have fruits. The fruits go outside the building, making connection in between the inside and the outside, the building and the human being. So we are in one way and we take out our fruits, the best of us in theory. Okay? Then, what else? The part on our right, you see that the stone, it is pretty black. Then, in front of us, it is black, but not that black. And on the left, it is pretty white. The stone is the same. It never has been cleaned. The point is, in 1991, before the Olympic Games, the government, the city hall, asked them if they wanted to clean it as they were cleaning all the buildings in Barcelona. But the owners, they said, no, this is a charity building. So if you clean it, the people is not going to see the effort that so many people made for so long time. So I presume in 100 years, our left, it will be as dirty as it is the black. But the black, it will be even darker. Okay? More dark. Then, in this building, there are a lot of metaphors. Help me with the word. Okay. Then there are 5 words that are very difficult for me to pronounce, and this is one. Then, one of them very easy to see and very easy to understand. You see that in between the towers, it is a tree. Then it's a cypress tree. This is the tree that the Romans, they used to place at the entrance of their houses as a welcoming symbol. but also it is the tree that the Catholic people we place in the cemeteries because it has like the shape of an arrow, so connects earth with heaven. Then a bit down the tree, in the trunk, in the base of the trunk, it's a white pelican. The pelican, it is the representation of the communion. You know that the pelican, when eats, keeps the fish in the belly, and the babies, it is like they go right inside to eat. So it's the same idea as the communion. So the metaphor goes, you go into the church, due to the Romans, you are welcoming. You eat the communion, so you are inside the Catholic religion. Then when your life passes away, if you behave in a normal way, the same tree is going to send you to heaven. And then this one, obviously, it is decorated with doves, symbol of peace. Yes? So far, so good? Okay. Then, questions? Yes?